Hello everyone, today I'll teach you how to make an extremely simple yet reliable liquid feeder using nothing but a plastic bottle. Sounds too good to be true? Stick around to the end and you'll see it isn't. First thing is first, the materials you will need are a plastic bottle, preferably a rigid juice bottle so you don't accidentally squeeze your sugar water out when handling it later. You will also need a pin needle, a nail, or a thin screwdriver. If you also want to test the feeder, at the end you will need some tissue paper, but this part is optional. I will also share a nice tip in the middle of the video, which you can use to decorate your feeders and make them less ugly. Here are what the liquid feeders will look like once they are done. And a couple more things before we start. First, you need to keep in mind that you need to pick between needle, nail, and screwdriver based on the surface area you need for your ants to drink. As you might expect, Camponotus or Myrmecia will definitely need a larger hole than, let's say, Monorium or Temnothorax. However, you also need to keep in mind that a larger hole is more likely to leak if your ants use the substrate in their outworld or vivarium to build up to the drinking holes you made them. Even worse, if they try to block them with dirt. Because of this, you should also avoid using a bottle that is unproportionately large compared to your outworld, as it could easily leak and drown the ants. And finally, this one is personal preference, but you might want to consider a transparent bottle so you can check the level of liquid remaining at any time. You should also make sure you have the cap of the bottle you're planning to use, as this feeder relies on the lack of air pressure inside to hold the liquid in. Otherwise, it would still leak quickly. As you can see, before screwing the cap on the bottle, the water keeps flowing out. However, it stops flowing out when I screw the cap on and starts again when I remove the cap once more. And here, I am using the tissue paper to test for the reliability of the holes. It might seem silly for a hole of this size, but if you're planning to use a pin, it is better to try to do this to confirm that the surface tension over such a small area won't be troubling for the ants. And finally, even though I didn't do that during the video, I recommend you wash your feeder a couple of times afterwards. As promised, the tip I have for decorating your liquid feeders, like I have mine, is using mini thermal printers with a sticker roll. They will only cost 10 to 20 euros and they will last you a decent amount. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.